Alright everyone, JOJOLANDS just got leaked. Like, seriously, a bunch of character designs for the part 9 of JoJo, the JOJOLANDS, just got leaked. Or well, it happened a couple hours ago, but you know what I mean. We got a bunch of character designs and it looks absolutely beautiful. Roughly 4 or 5 important looking characters with a bunch more in the background. First of all, we have to give our props. The leak comes from a random Japanese channel. This is becoming a more common occurrence and it's really funny to see. Their name roughly translates to Magic Senior Python. So thank you, you beautiful human being. It seems like their channel focuses a lot on exploring Japan and sometimes dives into anime culture seen in Japan. And their YouTube shorts features them eating food, which is always cool to see. So when it comes to the video itself, the title roughly translates to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 9, The JoJolands, Shibuya Giant Advertisement, and it features a giant mural of every single part of JoJo. It's actually a really cool looking mural that seems really big, so props to whoever made all of that because it's clear that it took a lot of effort. But let's get into the main reason why you guys are here. This is it. These are some of our new characters. So let's go through them one by one. First of all, that's it. That is our man. This is 100% confirmed to be our brand new protagonist. He is the biggest picture for the characters in this part, which is an ongoing theme with the other sections of the mural. And he just looks so good, dude. Something to note is his face. The hair strand thingy with the little star shape in it is in fact only on one side of his hair and not both. Instead, the other side of his face has an earring on it, which contains Jo on it. The main part of the earring is an O with a little hook that resembles a J. So yeah, J-O, Jo. This is 100% the main JoJo. This is Mr. JoJoLands. Another thing to note is his hair, since before we were shown with his hair covering his left eye, but in this image his left eye is visible and looks like his right eye is being covered. I think this just means that the side that's being covered is going to alternate a lot in this part, and there could be times where neither are covered. Dude, his outfit is also really cool. I really love the sweater that he has, though I do wonder what this little emblem type thing on his sweater is. Honestly, it looks like Crazy Diamond's head to me, but the wings sure are interesting as well. Only time will tell, but this is actually a really cool panel from Mr. JoJoLands. Right next to Mr. JoJoLands is this woman right here. I'm fairly certain that this is the same person who showed up on the boat in the first ever teaser for JoJoLands. And it's literally Jolene, or at least it does give me a lot of Jolene vibes from this angle specifically. If this is the same character, we did see before that the hair does resemble Hermes' hair, so maybe it's like a mix of the two characters. But something I do notice is that right on her shoulder is this little symbol right here. Now you could call me crazy, but this symbol kind of resembles Giorno's ladybug brooch type thing that we see in his design. Obviously, it's hard to tell since it is just like 2 pixels, but this character has elements of both Jolene and Giorno, leaning more towards Jolene. So I do feel as though this will be our main JoBro, but for the first time, I feel like they're going to have JoJo elements with them. Not like Gyro, where they were the main character, but they'll just have a JoJo aesthetic. And what do I mean by this? Well, the 9.3% of my audience subscribed to my channel would know that I'm referring to something kind of like Josefumi from jojolion, where they have a lot of JoJo elements to them, but they're not really a JoJo, except this time the character is going to be our JoBro. But that's just my theory. There could be a chance that we have duo JoJos in this part, but with how Araki has advertised it so far, I really don't see this happening. Alright, next up, we have this wacky guy right here. He is eating. Now, this is a very unfortunate image to have for my dude right here since he's eating, but I do think he'll be more flattering in JoJoLands though. But if he doesn't, I mean, that's cool too. He might be like a comic relief type character, but honestly, it's too early to tell right now. But when I saw his design, the first thing I thought was Blackmore. I also think he has some Rai Mamazuku elements to him as well, since it's a guy in a full one-piece suit. He's got some cool hair though, so that's also quite. But yeah, I look forward to what this guy brings to the table. Let's look at this guy up top. This guy seems really cool. He gives me EMPORIO vibes with the hat, and the expression on his face makes him look very timid, which is definitely an EMPORIO type of thing to do. He's also got a lot of mascara on him though, which is a classic Araki move. Well, even though it's sort of not, but it seems like something Araki would do. But honestly, I also thought of Toyohiro Kanedachi, and for those of you who forgot, that's the man who controls Superfly. The face markings add to that, as well as the hat and the hair. It would be hilarious to see an alternate version of Superfly in this part. So I think it's possible that he could be like the first stand fight of the part, but it would be really cool to see him as one of the main characters as well. And if he does become the first stand fight, you could talk about it with other people in my Discord server, and follow my Twitter too while you're at it. Next up, we have this character right here. Now, this is an interesting character to me. Usually these ugly characters that Araki makes are for side characters, but this character makes up a big part of the mural, so it is possible that they have a big role for the part. It is a strange choice since Araki didn't really make this character that flattering, I'll say it. It's usually the style he gives to small one-time characters, but who knows. I do think they may have a big role, possibly only early on though. Their appearance might get better later on as well. Actually, something I thought about while literally typing this out was that this character could be like a manager of sorts. Our main man, Mr. JOJOLANDS, is trying to get a lot of money, so maybe this character could be like his boss or something, but that's definitely a crackpot theory. We still have a few characters left in this mural. The biggest one is this man right here. Now, I noticed that how this guy is the only one to have a hat on. I guess this 100% means that this will be part 8 Josuke. I mean, the hat is synonymous with Josuke, so maybe he changed up his style in, well, however much time it is between these two parts. But for real, this character got some chains on him as well, so I could honestly see this guy being like some minor villain for the part, since he is fairly big in the mural. You know, just like some random dude who's just bad. The people right next to him seem to be like his lackeys or something like that. Nothing of note to them really. Okay, these two guys are probably just some random folks who show up in the part, but who have some sort of role in like a stand fight or something like that. But look at the people behind him though. A surfboard, just like Ojiro. So maybe we will have another Ojiro type character in the part. Wouldn't that be cool? Now, there is this translation bit for the Japanese text out here. Someone was able to translate it to "and time begins to move." Now, this could mean anything to be honest, but that line goes hard. Like, that's a really cool line, and I hope something like that will happen in JoJoLands. Thank you, Araki. Now, if there's something we don't get from these images, it's a clear main villain. So check out this video where I give my own theory on who I think the main villain could be.